Welcome to another episode of the Truth Podcast, where we rebuild lives by shifting people's mindsets to achieve life goals. I want to thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share. I believe today you really need to share. This is going to be an amazing podcast today. Today our guest is Tamiko Byrd. She's a native of Rochester, New York. Tamiko holds a Bachelor's of Science in Communications with a focus on broadcasting, complemented by a minor in criminal justice from SUNY Brockport. Am I right?
That's
okay.
Right.
She also earned a Master's of Arts in Kinesiology with a specialization in coaching, as well as an executive MBA in organizational management from Texas Women's University.
Bam.
All right. She's an entrepreneur and an amazing mother and has always been a great friend. I want to thank you, Tamiko, for being our guest today here on the Truth Podcast.
Thank you.
Hey, before we get started, I kind of told some things about you, but tell us a little something that we don't know about you, or what you would like people to know about you.
That is a loaded question. Let's see. Wow. Amazing mother. That's me.
You're so humble.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Come on, toot my horn. I am a servant leader. Soak on that.
Yeah.
Because when you serve, you already ready to receive. So that's who I am. I'm a servant leader, and I've been doing it all my life.
Yes. You know, Maisha kind of alluded to that, and she was talking about, how you always encourage her. And, the amazing thing is, it's amazing how people are like that. My wife was like that. I remember when I forgot the lady's name, and she was like, found out my wife was sick. She was like, "Oh my God, you mean to tell me while I was calling you complaining and you was helping me the whole time you were going through what you were going through and you never said a word?" Because servant leaders, they don't, technically they come to serve and not be served.
That's it.
And you hope that the law of reciprocity kick in, but if it doesn't, you're fine because you did everything you did from your heart.
That's it.
So I think that was beautiful. Something that we did not know, but people who know that's the truth.
That's it.
So let me ask you
And
this.
also, volleyball paid for my education. Bam.
Volleyball paid for your education, and Maisha said you talked her into playing and she sucked. But
But I made her a killer.
yeah.
We decided that volleyball for us will be a contact sport. Marinate on that. Because now, when you see us, even now in our ages, don't come with us playing. Because we're going to make whatever we do a contact sport. We're not playing games. We're going to execute, run the play, execute. That's what it is. That's what we do.
I love it. See, we.
But you already know.
Athletes from the old school, we just have a killer mindset anyway. I want to annihilate you.
That's it.
I want to see you hurting.
In love. Now I do it in love now. In love.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this real quick before we get in detail into this. I was a bit of I was very, well, what's the word? I was very aggressive with my mouth. And one day a guy came to visit the church with a friend of mine who brought him. And he walked in the door and he was like, "Oh my God, I don't like him."
Wow.
And so the lady, which is my friend's aunt, she said, "Why? It got something to do with basketball, doesn't it?" He was like, "Yeah, I can't stand him." And she was like, "That means he did a good job." And to this day, you still can't stand him. You ain't seen him in years. But he stayed because he wanted to talk to her. So he stayed. I preached, and he was like, "Oh my God, everything you said I needed." So afterwards, he was still a little apprehensive. I was like, "What's up?" He said, "Man, I don't really like you." I said it as well as you shouldn't. I said, I used to dog you. He was like, "See what I'm saying? You can't just, but it is what it is."
It's what it is.
But like you said, now we do it in love. I'm very competitive. To me, losing is the worst thing that you could do on the planet. So I hate losing this so much. I can't even put it in, articulate it.
So I stopped doing it. So I didn't say lose.
Yeah.
I learned. That's it.
Yeah.
So I win and I learn. It's a win-win now for me because I can't stand losing.
You felt that passion, huh?
Yeah, I can't stand losing. I cry in the car. I can't eat. I can't sleep. All the things I like to do because I like to eat.
Yeah.
But now I just say, listen, I need to do something because I hate losing. So I learned. I said, okay, either I'm going to win or I'm going to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And either way,
you won't beat me, period.
Okay, we can do that. But again, in love.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to sneak around you and it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. Surprise.
I won.
I won. But we in love.
Amen. So we went to the same high school.
Yes.
Monroe High School.
Monroe.
Unfortunately for those of us who loved that school, and we were family, we all loved each other. You know, before we could graduate from Monroe, it closed. I think when you went to East, though, they still allowed you guys to get a Monroe diploma if you wanted to, right? I don't know if you did or did not.
No, because I was an athlete, and I can't do Monroe colors at East. I mean, that was ridiculous to me. So, but I still went for our class. Our class came as a senior class. So we had different GPAs. We have all different things because we went as a class to East. But I decided because I'm going to represent East in sports, then I need to go ahead and be a part of East.
Okay. Yeah, but I, like I said, I heard they were allowing you guys to get Monroe diplomas, and I guess apparently wear the
colors.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I know you all in. You either in all the way or you're not.
That's it.
Okay. So listen, got to talk to you about this. You are a cancer survivor.
Yes.
How
8 years.
8 years. How has the experience changed your outlook on life and influenced your work as a life insurance agent?
Come on.
So how has the experience changed your outlook on life and influenced your work as a life insurance agent?
So to start, I had a cancer policy. So.
A cancer policy?
Oh, come on, man.
You had it before you even, I never even heard of that.
Yep, so I had all the fixings. I had short-term, long-term, every insurance you could have, I had. So let's start there. You never want to use your cancer policy, but thank God I have it. So I was able to have options because I had this policy. I was able to get the treatment I want. I was able to go to the best cancer hospital in the world. God loves me. But I went to MD Anderson, the #1 cancer hospital in the world. And they treat me like they treat me like I was their daughter, their mother, their friend, my colleague, my teammate. That's how they treat me. They were fighting for me. I was like, okay. They did all the fighting I need. All I had to do was show up. They said, Ms. Byrd, if you show up, we gonna win. That's all I have to do is show up to my appointments, show up for everything. He said it's going to be hard. But I showed up. And with God, I was able to beat stage 4 breast cancer. And so I said, God, how am I going to do this? Because I always had a job, but I never had a Job. And so y'all need to go and read that.
I'm about to knock you all the way out this. Did you say that again? I never had what?
I always had a job, but I never had a Job.
Go ahead.
I said, they're not going to believe me. They're not going to believe me because I got cancer. That doesn't mean that because I sell insurance that I'm not at risk. I'm still at risk. But now you have the tools to fight. And that's what insurance is. Whether it's car insurance, life insurance, or health insurance, it helps you to win when you are in trouble. Mm-hmm. And I still want to be a lifesaver. I want to help people so they can win. We talked about winning, right? Mm-hmm. I don't like that. We don't lose. We're gonna stop saying lose. What is today? The first. Never again we're gonna say lose. Never.
Oh, I don't say lose.
Okay, cool.
I don't lose.
So we cool, right?
Yeah.
Everybody listening, don't ever say lose again. All right, let's go.
Suckers. No, I mean.
Lord have mercy.
Go to kingdomandwill.com. It's the ultimate destination for casual and stylish clothing that represents your love for the kingdom. I personally vouch for the exceptional quality and comfort of their apparel. That's why you'll see me wearing their shirts during my podcast episodes. So whether you're looking for everyday wear or want to make a statement, Kingdom and Will has got you covered. Don't forget to use the discount code TheTruth for a fantastic 15% off your purchases. Join the kingdom today and embrace your style while representing the kingdom. That's kingdomandwill.com. Okay, you had stage 4 breast cancer.
Yes. There's no stage 5.
Trust me, I know. You gotta remember, my mother got healed from stage 4 cancer. So I don't want to go into that, but you said, so how old were your sons at the time?
I was 44. So Joshua, he was 20.
He was 20?
Yep. Joseph, he's 10 years old. Joseph was 10, and Jonah was 3.
I didn't know you had them gaps like that. What?
You know what I did? My goal was to do earn income credit until I died. So you know what I'm saying? So
you messing with me or you serious?
No, that was the plan. But cancer messed it up because I have to do one more in 50 so I can roll out and be good.
Yeah.
No. So they messed me up with that. That was a plan. So
how did you navigate all you were going through? 3 boys. Which one of your sons is autistic, right?
Yes.
Which one?
Joseph.
Okay.
The middle child.
Okay. So that's going on, and you're running multiple businesses.
Yes.
And you're fighting.
And I was in school. Yeah. I went back to school.
You got your MBA during this time too?
Yes, I got 2 degrees. My kinesiology and my MBA, get 2, because again, I was not thinking about cancer.
Yeah.
It was all about getting the tools I need so I can fight the world for my clients through insurance and taxes. That's what I wanted to do. And I was not thinking about cancer.
And obviously, you did not let it slow you down.
No. And in fact, once I was diagnosed with cancer, because the Student Health Services found my cancer. Mm-hmm. Wow. When I went to Houston and enrolled in college, I didn't have a primary care doctor. So I used the student facilities, and they found my cancer. Mm-hmm. And because I was a part of the UT Health System, which also owns MD Anderson, I was able to transition from a student to a patient in 2 weeks. No charge, no waiting, no nothing. They transferred me from a student to a patient.
What was it like? Like, just give me a little bit of insight on going to school, getting treatment, running your businesses.
It was hard. It was hard. In fact, my GPA dropped from a 3.5 to a 2.99, and the school dismissed me.
They didn't know what you were going through?
Exactly. I said, I got cancer. But again, everything is so automated. Mm-hmm. It was just boom, knock her out. I'm like, what? So I had to fight the program in order to get back in. And it took me 6 months fighting. In fact, I had the student and the university fighting each other so I could get back in to school.
All while you were getting treatment?
Yes.
Taking care of your children?
Yes. I stopped working.
Okay, I was going to say running your businesses.
But thank God, as an entrepreneur, I was able to say, I can stop.
Okay.
I can stop because I'm the only person working at this point. So I was able to stop and say, let's take care of my health, and then I can go back. So that's one thing about being an insurance agent. Mm-hmm. You can actually stop because, again, it was commission-based. Yeah. So I was not working on a salary or anything like that. Everything was about commissions.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have some of those clients? Is that every year when their premium renews,
yep,
you get paid out again? So you have some residual income coming.
Exactly.
Okay. The
residual income. You have to talk about that in the next broadcast. Residual income.
Everybody need residual income.
That's it. But go ahead.
Okay. So what inspired you to start Byrd Insurance Notary and Tax Company? And what are some of the challenges? Obviously, you shared it, that you faced establishing your business.
Yeah. But that was the key, because I was working multiple jobs. Mm-hmm. I was getting commission as well as I had a salary. So I was having multiple 1099s as well as W-2s. And once I got sick, I had to leave the W-2s, mm-hmm. right? Because they're not getting no work from me because I'm sick. Yeah. So see you, bye, or take a leave, so mm-hmm. to speak. Somebody else is going to take your job, but when you finish, you can come back, right? Table that. But the other jobs, hey, you're not making no money, so it's all good with us. Mm-hmm. That was the part that I took the leap, because I'm not going back to work. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be very gross, and that's the only gross time I'm going to say to y'all is, when you have cancer and you have chemo, sometimes the chemo does not work with your body. Mm-hmm. And so when I went to my break and I had to go to the restroom, the chemo was not working for my body. Mm-hmm. As a result, I need to leave my house, my job, because the chemo was not working with my body and my bodily functions.
I get it.
You got me? When I left, I went to get my coat, and I walked. I'm never, ever going to the bathroom again, number one, and I'm not going back to my job again. So what am I going to do? We can figure it out once I'm healed. But After that, I'm like, I'm never going back to work again.
I'm doing my own thing.
Exactly. And because I was so shocked as what was happening to my body. I felt like my body betrayed me. Mm-hmm. I loved it. I watered it. You know what I'm saying? I fed it. Now you gonna turn against me? You gonna fight me? Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. And I said, I need to be in my own space, my own turf, so I can fight whatever I need to fight without worrying about somebody's break or somebody's hours. I'm not going to apologize for being sick. So if that means I need to leave this place, then that's what I'm going to do.
It's not like I wanted this.
But this is what it is.
This is what it is, yes.
So here we go.
It's crazy because you would think that people would be more sensitive.
It's about the money.
Yeah, it's about the money. And they'll find ways around it to make it seem like it's not. But it is about the money.
Yes.
You talked about your body betraying you. I also know that you are the owner of Soul Fitness.
Come on, Soul Fitness. You never know.
What did you do to integrate fitness into your daily life while you were also battling? Because obviously it's going to take more than just getting treatment. You got to fight,
baby.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when I was doing Soul Fitness, I was doing Soul Fitness so I can get more clients for insurance.
Wow. Okay.
That was the cook. I was like, if I just get everybody to come to this class, then I can talk with them about insurance, right? Long ago, that's what we were doing. But, oh my God, it was for me to get fit because God knew what lies ahead for me. I didn't know. I thought I was just Lady T getting fit for memory lane, and we just gonna do this, and we're gonna get clients.
Get you in shape and some good.
Yeah, because we're servant leaders, right? Got you. Okay, servant leaders. Here we go. You the one is going to get hurt. You're the one who needs protection. You're the one who's going to be getting healthy. Getting healthy. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the leader. Wait a minute, I'm the leader. How you gonna do this to me, God? Yeah, all of that. You're the one who gonna need help.
And so wait a minute. So wait a minute. Saying that, you're saying, had you not been in this shape that you were in.
Come on, I couldn't fight.
So
come on now.
Get in shape, people.
Marinate on that.
Yeah, we need to get in shape.
Yes, because 10 years later, that's what happened. And because I was in shape, I was able to withstand chemo. I was able to withstand surgery. Mm-hmm. I was able to withstand 36 rounds of radiation. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for my life here.
And there's people watching, they can identify. Like one of my friends, she lives in California. She's really my sister. I've known her my whole life. She was telling me, because she went through it and she had chemo. She said, to this day, Rodney, my feet still hurt. I have neuropathy. And nobody talks about the residual effect.
Come on.
You still go through. And
it changes your life forever. Forever. And I'm 8 years. It takes, 5 years just to be in remission. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know all the side effects that was going to occur based on stage 4 breast cancer. The lymphedema, I got one arm bigger than the other. So I have to do different shirts because it's one is like Lou Ferrigno and the other one's regular. You understand? It's
when you showed me before, it looks way better than when you showed
because
me.
I have to do my, what is this? The sleeve. I have to do the sleeves. And I do the manual lymph drainage. I didn't even know what the lymphatic system, and please forgive me because I had a stroke last year. Don't go there, but that's what's up. But all those things, the side effects that happen to having cancer. So lymphedema was swollen on my right arm, my left arm. So everything on my left side was affected. Mm-hmm. And it's hard.
And I know it's hard, but the most amazing thing to me about you is, because obviously we've talked about some of this stuff.
Yes.
I remember you showing me this. We were at the distillery eating.
And I had the sleeve.
Yeah, you had came into town and we was talking and eating. And you was telling me the stuff that was going on. But I didn't notice it.
Until I showed you.
I think, too, because I was just grateful to see you.
Yeah, we happy to be alive, man.
When you're in a place of gratitude, you're not going, let me look and see what I can find here. I was just like, oh, my God, Tamiko Byrd.
That's
because it's funny. I was telling somebody this about John Maxim. If John come to town, he be trying to see everybody.
Yes.
But I didn't realize when you get older, like it's just some cats you grew up with, you love forever.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, we would talk on the phone and you would tell me some of the stuff you was going through. But what I love about you that has been consistent since I've known you is you've always had this amazing positive attitude.
Yes.
That's also a characteristic of a servant leader. Because again, you're always trying to lift other people.
That's right.
And also help them walk through things that you went through and may have not had the support or all the other things that you would have needed, but you were so grateful that God was still present. He still loved you. He still took care of you. And I'm a firm believer with the same comfort he comforts you with, according to Scripture, he'll use you to comfort other people.
That's it.
This really is not about you. It's all about the people, lives that you've been birthed into this world to change.
That's it.
Who could have not gone through what you're going through and going through with the right mindset to be able to turn right back around and encourage people. You know how many people quit, give up, and just throw in the towel? But you don't even know that. Like,
come on, no. What's the good news?
Come on.
What's the good news? The good news is I'm here with you. Every day is good news. Every day I need to feel, what's the good news? Come on, man. Last year this time, I had a stroke and a brain tumor. What?
But what tripped me out is you talk to me on the phone.
Listen, but I was not always talking.
No, I'm saying you told me I'm gonna say what you told me some things and you said them. You said because I might not remember what I said to you.
Come on, man.
And I was like,
yeah, I had the tape recorder because I can't remember everything. I'm trying to impress you. You see that? Hey, I'm really trying to impress you.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, because this is my first time speaking post-stroke and post-craniotomy. You know what a craniotomy is? When they cut your brain in half and they staple it together. That's a craniotomy. Come on, man.
You we've heard this growing up in church. You don't look like what you've been through.
Come on, man. What's the good news? What's the good news? That's it.
And you know how many people are complaining over very small, petty things, and you don't have a I can't even craniotomy.
Come on, craniotomy. Come on, man.
And she had the stroke, and I can't even say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I ain't meant to say it. It ain't meant for me to say it. Amazing. So when you were on the phone telling me that, he's like, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna say what I'm saying, Rodney, but I'm probably not gonna remember everything we talked about. And I was like, she was talking so well, and she said she had a stroke, and you were still in the hospital at the time. And I was like, Tamiko Byrd is one of the most amazing women I've ever been around.
Praise be to God.
Because in every stage of your life that I know of, because as a friend, we talk and you tell me things, and you always have been positive. Now, can you kind of look back over your life, do an audit trail, and tell me when did that start for you, or you've just always been that way?
My mama. We just buried her last week. She said, life is a participatory sport.
Life is a participatory sport. You can't be using multiple syllable words. My tongue get twisted.
That's what she said. She said,
life is a participatory sport.
And when I started playing softball, because I aged a little league from 9 until 18, I said, strive to be MVP. So that's what she always tells us. Life is you have to participate. You have to do it. You have to do it. She said you have to do it. And so striving to be MVP is something that I live by. And she did everything possible for me to succeed. Even when I didn't feel like it, I don't want to quit. She did not allow us to quit.
Whew, we need parents like that today. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. My kids will tell you, quitting is not an option.
You can't do that.
Plus, the only way I can guarantee you will not win is if you quit.
You're not doing it.
You're gonna win. You will. That's, to me, if we're gonna use the losing word, that's the losing. Quitting.
No, you can't do it.
You can't quit.
If you do this, you have to do it to the end. So you are in, or you're not gonna do it.
Don't start nothing you don't plan on.
That's it. And so that's just how I was raised. I believe my father, my mother told me I could be anything I wanted to be. So anything I decided to do, I did it.
Wow. And because of that foundation, your mindset is so strong, it's unshakable. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Because the most important people in your life told you from jump you could do anything.
Yep. And you know what? But I also had to learn to listen. So that was another thing. You can't not lie. I can't lie, and you need to follow directions. Following directions will help you to succeed or get a whooping. So I don't like whoopings. Because that's losing. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's a loss.
That's a loss.
It could be a lesson.
No, but it's a loss. Don't do that. Because when my mom and dad did it, it was a problem. You're not going to be all right.
Well, if you take the first one and learn the lesson, you're okay. But
see, listen.
You said it was a loss?
My mom said that I got a spanking every day.
Jesus.
To the age of 7. But she also said, I never got a spanking for the same thing twice.
So what was you doing every day?
Learning, because I don't lose, right? We learn to do different things, man.
Right.
And so so my foundation was set.
Yeah.
I can't lose. You can do everything you wanted to do, but you need to follow directions. And that way I was able to navigate. I was able to be coachable. Hello?
Yeah.
And striving to be MVP. Because that's where the goal was. The MVP was not the best scorer. The MVP was not the best shooter. He's the person who brings everybody together to win. We're going to take your stuff and your talents and your things and put all it together and make it happen. That's me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And it's not just something you saying or cliche or whatever. It's like people who know you know that's the truth. And
because I can't lie, because but anyway.
It's crazy. And you don't do well with people lying to you. I know that from just how hyped you would get when they just lying. Why would they, it don't make sense to lie. Just keep it real with me.
Or don't say nothing.
Yeah. Keep it real with me. I'm like, well, some people can't handle it. I can handle it. Just keep it real with me.
Because I can't you know what? Because when you lie, we can't solve it. Because now it's like quicksand. It's not real. You can't do nothing with that. But you need to tell me the truth so I can navigate the system and get the solution for you.
Yeah.
But you can't lie to me.
So I'm going to take it another way. What has been your greatest pleasure? Like when you think about your children.
Yeah, man.
What does it mean to you to be a mother?
Oh my God. It's nothing like, and God gave me sons too. He didn't know just what I needed because I can't do no hair. I can't do none of that. Yeah, so I got sons, man. And I love the whole process. To birth, to life, teaching them, growing, and they so different. Joshua, he's just an all-American, he's like the Will Smith in Training Day, not Training Day, Independence Day. Remember? He's just this guy, that's him. And I made him. You feel me? I teach them everything. I taught them to play football, basketball. You can do whatever you want to do. He can be what he wanted to be. He went to the Air Force. Here we go. Joseph. That's my guy, man.
Joshua, Joseph,
Jonah.
So all biblical names.
Come on, because if something happens to me, you can go any hotel, motel, look in your name up, and there you are. Here we go. So if they never...
And people don't know what you mean, hotel, motel.
Come on.
But they can look their name up, because there was a time where there was a Bible.
In every hotel and motel. And I don't know why they did that, but, usually...
Probably make sure the person who was coming to kill themselves had one more shot.
One more time. Come on. To get it right.
I never knew why either, but I'm like, the Gideons apparently used to plant the Bible.
Yep. So they can get it right. But so that's what that is.
And you named them all biblical names.
Why? And also, I love Dallas, the series, J.R. Ewing. So they all have this name, J.R.
Okay, go ahead. Run them down.
Joshua, Robert, Joseph, Rasul.
Well,
and,
Rasul.
Come on now.
That sounds like you knew a few Muslims or something.
Yes, exactly. But again, I was in that stage of my life, so that's what came. And Jonah Romero. Now he's supposed to be. He was
Spanish.
See, listen, it's a long story, but I was sedated, and somebody messed the name up because it's supposed to be Jonah Romeo, because he's supposed to be the fly one. But he's a car now, and so that's just what it is. We didn't change it. Yeah, Romero from the Joker in Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, Cesar Romero.
Now you gotta understand. My son is a Batman fanatic. I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
Batman.
he's the Joker, Cesar Romero. So
my son might be. He would have did some flips in here as soon as you said that.
He said John. So they're all a part of JR. And the same, yes.
I don't get your infatuation with Dallas, but at one point,
JR was the man. Come on, who shot JR?
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Who shot?
It was either who shot JR or whatever was going on with Luke and Laura on.
We talk about who shot JR. That was it.
No, I'm saying in that time.
That's it.
That's what they were captivated with.
Well, listen, who shot JR,
you know
baby?
How young you were to be into Dallas like that?
Come on. Who shot JR?
Did you watch MASH?
No, I did Dallas, man.
So you didn't watch, what other sitcoms though? Like,
I love all TV, man.
But
come
Dallas
on.
Was your jump.
That was it. I had the Hulk, and then Dallas, and then Falcon Crest, because it was after that. But the Hulk, don't make me angry because you don't like me. That you already know.
Falcon Crest.
That was because I was still asleep. But anyway, but the Dallas was it. I love Dallas, and so I named my children. Josh was going to be named the Fab Five. I was going to name him Jalen, Jawan, Christopher.
Oh, you was going to give him three of the names off of that joint.
That's what I'm saying. But I was sitting down, and I was just growing because I was just humongous when I was when he was little. And I was watching the 10 Commandments. And remember, they were leaving. Pharaoh let them go. And Joshua put on that rock. He stood on the rock. And he was like, right? And he was starting to navigate everybody to leave.
She did the shofar sound.
Listen, he was like, let me tell you. And Joshua was the man. I said, gosh.
He really, people don't know, he really was, because he was the person that took over and led the children of Israel. He was the successor.
Come on.
No,
to
so
Moses.
he really, yeah.
That's it.
And he was like, that's it.
That's his name.
Well, Joshua in the Hebrew literally translates to Yeshua or Jesus.
Come on now.
Which means Savior.
What?
And I guarantee you.
No losers here.
If I ask you, you can speak of times in your life that your son's words saved you.
Come on.
Or delivered you from some type of depression or anything that was trying to overtake you. Because I know the power of children.
Come on.
And I know the power of naming your children.
Come on.
You know, so I'm not going to go into the Joseph and
because we don't have enough time. I'm telling you right now.
And if I go into the last one, we just going to be preaching up in here.
Come on, so, right? Y'all not ready? Servant leader.
How many times did your sons, or your son, especially your oldest son, encourage? Well, you didn't give me a chance.
Every time. They encouraging me right now.
He's literally been your Joshua.
Come on. And Joseph.
And Joseph.
And Jonah. Come on now.
All of these people led. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm not going to do it. No. Yeah. I'm not going to do it. Or you going to do it.
Because I ain't talking about.
You going to do it, Jonah.
Joseph the carpenter. I'm talking about Joseph.
Come on. The king.
As they would say, the Prince of Egypt.
Come on.
But.
Woo.
Never mind. And let me.
That's round two. That's round two. The next one.
Yeah. So. What do you currently have? Because there's some questions I was going to ask that don't even make sense to ask them because you answered them without even being asked.
Thank you.
So what does the next phase of your life look like? What is Tamiko passionate about, or okay, this is what I have to do right now?
Yes. So I'm beginning again because I had to learn how to speak, learn how to talk. Again, so I can do my job. So that's one thing. That's short term. I still do rehab every day, doing my speech and things like that. But also, for me, long term, I want to be a lawyer, a tax and insurance law.
So you about to go back to school?
Yes.
Good Lord of mercy.
And
you got more degree now.
and get my law degree again so I can help people, because the more I talk to people, they got problems. And we have to find the solutions for them. So that's the next step of advocacy is justice.
I love it. Psalms 118 and 17. I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Lord. And what I see in your life is that consistently you have been doing in some form or fashion what you have been called to, created for, and purposed for.
That's it.
You know, there's another scripture that says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is God's purpose that prevail. Cancer couldn't stop you.
Nope.
No sickness, no disease.
No stroke. No
nothing,
brain tumor.
No brain tumor. You could just go on. It cannot stop you. The only way it could have worked against you is if you would have personally quit. And that's what I would like for you to say in that camera to people, and why they need to stay in the game and keep playing. You use a lot of sports analogies.
Always.
Which means sports was a major factor in getting you to understand life in a way that most people don't. And I know what you mean. But if you had something to say to that person that's discouraged or feel like quitting or giving up, just go ahead and just speak and flow from your heart.
Run the play. You need to run the play and don't quit. Do not quit. Run the play. Life is a participatory sport. Strive to be MVP, man. That's it. Let's get it. Let's go. What? Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go. Now, this is a question I ask everybody at the end. Can you name the 5 most influential people in your life and why?
Ooh, that's hard.
I just need 5. And listen, if she leaves somebody out, don't be offended. These are the people that the Lord brought to her mind right now.
Okay. My mom and my dad.
Mm-hmm. Are we counting them as one?
Because they won. Come on, man.
Okay, all right. So that's one. And why? You kind of already said it throughout.
But because they trained me. They trained me early to do what I do.
Okay.
They trained me. My coach, Donna Ray Stevens.
Oh, where was this at?
Monroe.
Wow, you went back to the high school.
Yeah, Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, there's so many things I could say about this woman. She taught me the game of volleyball, and she allowed me to be a killer. And she allowed me to be gracious about that, and she helped me navigate the game of life because she trained me in that sport. Melanie Anderson, my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs a ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, when she found out I'd had cancer,
mm-hmm.
she got her backpack with everything I need to fight. All I had to do was show up. She showed up and showed out. Everybody needs a friend like that. When I had my stroke, she was in the car, man, and she drove from Dallas to Houston to see what's going on with my friend. Everybody needs a Melanie Anderson McElroy. My pastor, the Reverend, because I got many pastors, including you, but I'm talking about Terry K. Anderson, because he was fighting for his life 6 months before I became a member. And when I went to Houston, he prayed for me. He prayed like nobody prayed. So I loved him for that because I didn't have nobody there with me, just my kids. The Lily Grove family became my family. Is that 4?
I don't even know. I was
Yes,
paying
he
attention to you.
yeah.
You can give me one more then. I think it was 5. It was 4?
4.
Okay.
The last one is...
I got to pay attention. I was so caught up in what you were saying. I was like,
he
all right with me, Pastor. Go ahead.
Yep. And the last one is my sister Tamala, because she was my first friend. And she made me rise to the occasion because I was her big sister. And even though she don't say it, I know that she listens to me and she respects me, and she will fight anybody, and I mean anybody, for me. And so that is my 5, man.
Nice. Listen, we out of time, but like you said, there will be another part to this, and maybe we'll talk about entrepreneurship and all of that. But I really wanted to kind of give some people an opportunity to be introduced to you and understand your strength and how much you want to really help people and love people. So I want to thank you again.
Got you.
I'm gonna give you a hug too. You know I love you. This
What's up?
Money Roll's in the house. I
Come
don't
on,
talk
Money
about
Roll.
East and all that, but Money Roll is in the house.
Thank you.
And
thank you for the opportunity. What you're doing is phenomenal. And just keep going, man.
I'm going to keep going because I don't quit.
That's it. And the truth shall set you free, baby.
Well, I was going to say that. Like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you share this episode with somebody. We love you. And until next time. Say it again. You should know the truth, and the truth shall what?
Set you free.
All right, y'all. Later. On the next episode of the Truth Podcast, have you... This is going to be good.
All right,
have
I'm
you
ready.
found yourself feeling insecure with your stepson, but your son? Because we don't do that. When he gives any attention to his biological father.
What's worse than insecure? Like, what's deeper than that?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't have a word big.
I'm like, in my mind, it's like
jealous.
I'm being, I'm being. That is the truth. This is the
jealous.
Truth Podcast. So I'm gonna tell the truth. You feel me?
Okay.
Yes. I would feel a way. I would get jealous because it's like, hold up, wait a minute. I chose you because I chose your mom, which is my wife. And you chose me. We chose each other,
Well,
right?
He didn't choose you.
Well, okay.
He had to accept you.
That's good. I understand.
You chose his mom,
Yeah.
knowing she had him.
Right.
You chose them.
Got you.
He is a package deal.
Understood.
So, you know.
I guess what I meant.
It'd be like well, I don't want to use that example, but he's a package deal.
Yeah.
So he's had to learn to accept you.
Yes. I see that.
Yeah.
Because how do you make the choice to choose somebody at 4? You know what I mean? So he's accepting what's going on.
But thank God he was 4 because it becomes so much a part of his norm.
Yeah.
Till you know. But go back to I'm gonna use the word insecurity.
Okay.
All
right.
I don't want to use jealousy. Like
so, and I'm gonna make sure I felt like that. I did. Right. So to make sure I don't lose my thought, to make sure I answer that question.
Yeah.
The reason why I say accept it, because I'll never forget this day when I was teaching my daughter, how to say dad. And she finally starts saying this. I'm in the house. I'm there with my daughter and my son. And he sees her saying, "Oh, dad, dad, dad." So he walks up to me like, "Can I call you dad?" Tore me up. I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm crying and everything, like mad emotional, because that was the day right there where it's like, okay, even at the young age, you get it now.
So then he chose you.
And that's what came to my mind when I say, as far as he chose me.
So